If I could ask you quickly a straightforward question, what do an iced coffee, some fast food sodas, and smoothies have in common? Can you guess? 3, 2, 1. Time's up! The answer is plastic straw. People use this plastic straw to drink them. And it turns out this plastic straw is one of the culprits of unnecessary plastic pollution, which makes it a really bad thing. All those plastic straws that were dropped into drive-through bags by servers, grabbed from the buckets, or even plucked from the dispensers. These are all polluting the planet at a staggering rate. Good day, everyone. I'm Fazana, and today we're going to be talking about plastic straw versus metal straw. Yes, plastic can be used to save wildlife, but it can also be extremely dangerous, especially when we overproduce, overuse, and even overconsume, but then fail to reuse, recycle, or even dispose of it properly. FYI, most plastics are not biodegradable and cannot be broken down naturally by bacteria or other living things, and as a result, most of it ends up in wildlife habitats where it poses a threat to plants and animals. Given that there are 500 million straws being used each day by people in the United States alone, imagine the whole world using it. We're looking at a problem of potentially staggering magnitude. Plastic straw pollution is an epidemic. An American epidemiologist, Dr. Deva Davis, commented that we may be watching an epidemic in a slow motion. The world is sickening, and this issue is extremely unacceptable unless the straw is not made of plastic, I guess. Therefore, upon doing some extensive research for this speech, it made me realize that it is my duty, your duty, to find a realistic, sustainable solution to this issue. Although the problem of pollution is widely understood, I bet not many of you really acknowledge the extent of the damage by plastic straws. Today, I hope to persuade each of you to forego this plastic straw and use a reusable one instead. Because plastic straw poses an environmental risk, and thus we must ditch the single use plastic straw or face the harmful environmental consequences. Now, let's look more closely at the risk posed by plastic straw. Now, plastic is a robust material. It is popular in manufacturing because it's durable, moldable, and versatile, and yet, this durability is also its biggest flaw when it comes to environmental impact. It has come to my attention that plastic isn't biodegradable. Although it may break down into smaller pieces, those pieces don't fully decompose, meaning they remain in our environment for hundreds or possibly even thousands of years. Using a reusable helps to avoid your exposure to polypropylene and BPA, with which both dangerous chemicals that leached from plastic straws. Now, if the plastic straw is left out in the heat, the effects of the chemicals become more worsened. Now, straws are particularly prone to ending up in our waterways and ultimately the oceans, clearly due to beach littering, wind that transport the lightweight objects from trash cans and trash collection facilities and barges, boats and aquatic transport vehicles. Most plastic straws simply break into ever smaller particles, releasing chemicals into the soil, the air, and water that are harmful to animals, plants, people, and the environment. I know what you're thinking. Well, what about recycling all these plastic straws? While recycling is an excellent idea, and without a doubt it is crucial to do, but we're talking about the main element in plastic, which is the polypropylene that cannot be recycled. Due to its ability to withstand high temperatures and its natural resistance to chemical corrosion, this type of plastic is virtually indestructible. As mentioned before, it will degrade and break up into smaller pieces over time, but it will never fully dissolve. So, what can I propose here today to help reducing the effect? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where I present to you metal straw. Metal straw is the most popular choice of reusable straw. A reusable straw, you ask me? Yes, a reusable straw. It is a drinking straw which can be used over and over again. Now, if you didn't know, this reusable straw burst onto the market in 2018 after the issue of plastic pollution was highlighted in David Attenborough's Blue Planet 2 documentary. Now, back to the metal straw again. It is made with high quality stainless steel, which is stain resistant, oxidation free, as well as super durable so it won't break or bend. Look! And not just that, a metal straw is also safe to use and provide many other advantages. Plus, it is non-toxic, rust-proof, scratch-proof, and 100% recyclable. So you'll never have to replenish your plastic straw supply again, and this will save you money in the long run. Our Mother Nature can be protected if you start investing in this metal straw instead of using a single-use plastic straw. Even so, there will be serious environmental impact to our Mother Nature if you insist on sticking to this plastic straw. I believe you should know that a study has been conducted in 2010 revealing 8 million tons of plastics were thrown into the ocean, and this number is only expected to rise in future years. To put this into perspective, a report from the World Economic Forum suggested that by 2050, oceans will be home to more plastic than fish. By then, plastic will be entering the ocean at a rate of 4 garbage truckloads per minute. Initially, altering to metal straw may be slightly inconvenient, but it will soon become your second nature. Now, if this goes ahead, the need for restaurants to stock plastic straws in the first place will reduce and at best stop serving them by default. Certainly, metal straw can be an ideal choice to replace the plastic straw due to its uniqueness and abundance of advantages. What comes in our mind initially is how beneficial it is for the environment. This is definitely true, but there is more to metal straws than meets the eye. So, take responsibility for our Mother Nature and get started now helping the environment by investing in the best zero waste item you use daily, as every small action matters. Now, drinking an iced coffee might be the best part of your day, but it will taste just as delicious without the toxic plastic straw. And with that, I end my speech. Thank you for your attention.